Let's be real for a moment. You've been trying to figure her out, haven't you? Watching every message, replaying every interaction, analyzing every pause, every shift in her energy, hoping you're not making the wrong move. And no matter how careful you are, it still feels like the outcome is just out of reach. That constant tension? It's exhausting. But here's what no one tells you. Women don't respond to over-effort, predictability, or anxiety disguised as interest. They respond to clarity, emotional steadiness, and grounded presence. And if she's doing one very particular thing right now, it speaks louder than anything she could ever say. If you notice it, you're already ahead of almost every man around you. At first, it doesn't look dramatic. You might dismiss it. You might tell yourself she's just being polite or friendly. But what's actually happening runs much deeper. When a woman deliberately invests her attention, energy, and time in a way that feels natural, not forced, that's her subconscious making an evaluation. Every smile, every playful comment, every subtle lean in your direction isn't random. It's trust being revealed. And in a woman's internal world, trust is far more valuable than attraction alone. She doesn't offer it casually. She observes. She measures. She tests often, in ways most men never even register. You've probably heard men say things like, "She replied, so she must like me," or "She laughed, so I'm in." That's surface-level thinking. Those signals are shallow. The real indicators of emotional pull are quiet. They happen in moments where she chooses you over distraction, presence over convenience, engagement over passivity. When she prioritizes you without pressure or prompting, that's when something critical has already shifted. Because the real goal was never attention. It was alignment, a resonance that can't be manufactured, and once it appears, the entire dynamic changes. This is where most men lose ground. They notice her subtle investment and panic. They overthink, overcommit, or pull away entirely. The irony is brutal. The moment she leans in emotionally is the moment many men misread the situation. She isn't demanding anything. She isn't playing games. She's simply observing whether you can meet her energy without collapsing under it. If you react emotionally, you lose momentum. If you respond with calm, confident reciprocity, you gain something far more valuable than interest. You earn respect. Understand this clearly. These moments are not transactional. There is no checklist. This is core female psychology. Women are drawn to men who can carry their emotional weight without needing reassurance. Men who notice subtle signals and respond with presence instead of panic. That's why something that seems insignificant on the surface can actually be the strongest indicator of emotional alignment. Once you see it for what it is, you realize the game was never about conquest. It was always about awareness. And awareness is the quiet advantage most men never develop. Men don't fail in relationships because they lack looks, success, or charm. They fail because they don't understand what women respond to at a subconscious level. Not cliches, not surface advice, but the deep patterns that govern trust, desire, and loyalty. Women are constantly evaluating men instinctively, responding to signals of emotional stability, decisiveness, and clarity. When she offers one of these signals, she's silently saying, "I see you. I trust you. I'm investing here." And if you recognize it, you've already crossed a threshold most men never reach. Pay attention to how she behaves when she's relaxed around you, not when she's performing or trying to impress, but when she's comfortable and unguarded. That's where truth shows up. Her attention becomes effortless. Her laughter becomes genuine. Her gestures become spontaneous. Men who aren't paying attention mistake this for friendliness. That's the trap, because what's actually happening is emotional prioritization. And that is rare. When a woman invests this way, she isn't seeking validation. She's assessing long-term potential, subconsciously asking herself whether you have the emotional intelligence, patience, and strength to meet her where she is. Every calm reaction, every grounded response answers that question. You can't fake this. You can't force it. And if you respond correctly, you stop chasing and start leading. Leadership here isn't dominance. It's consistency. Most men try to speed things up. They overextend, over-explain, or overcommit, and in doing so, they ruin the balance. Women feel imbalance immediately. they sense desperation. They recognize forced effort. But if you remain steady, if you hold your emotional ground energy, she's already giving naturally grows. She leans in because your presence feels safe, intriguing, and grounding at the same time. That combination is magnetic. Women don't respond to words the way men think they do. They respond to energy, calmness, emotional weight, decisiveness. When she's intentionally engaging with you, prioritizing you emotionally, you've already gained what most men spend years chasing: trust, presence, and authentic investment. And most men never notice it. Fewer know how to respond. Attraction isn't built through grand gestures or dramatic declarations. It's shaped by subtle cues. Almost invisible moments. The smallest actions often carry the most meaning. When she reaches out without obligation, when she initiates contact naturally, when she shares something about her day without prompting, she's signaling emotional investment on her terms. Not manipulation, not testing. Just quiet intention. Attention matters, but presence matters more. When a woman offers presence, she's evaluating whether you can hold space without clinging. Men fail not because they lack appeal, but because they react too fast, too emotionally, or too predictable. Women are drawn to steadiness. To men who listen without spiraling, who engage without attaching. When she sees that, attraction deepens into possibility. The real indicators aren't compliments or laughter. They're memory, eye contact, mirrored energy, and unspoken awareness. When she remembers small details, when her energy syncs with yours, those are subconscious markers. And when this pattern repeats, she's saying without words, you matter. Most men overcomplicate attraction. They think it's a puzzle. Ite. Not. It's rhythm, presence, emotional reciprocity. Women don't chase. They gravitate. And when you recognize that gravity forming, the dynamic shifts. You stop performing, you start aligning. Women don't fall for men who chase. They fall for men who recognize subtle signals and respond with composure. When she offers something small and intentional, it's a doorway, one that only opens for men perceptive enough to notice and calm enough to step through. When she's comfortable with you, she opens. She teases. She shares. She touches lightly without thinking. These are signs of trust, not entitlement. Men fail when they mistake closeness for permission to push. Women aren't testing for sport. They're calibrating alignment. The men who succeed aren't louder or more aggressive. They're observant, grounded, emotionally intelligent. Women invest where emotional maturity is mirrored. Every reaction you have communicates something. When alignment is felt, she stops evaluating from a distance. She leans in. Presence beats effort. Steadiness beats action. Women don't fall for men who try to win them. They fall for men who earn alignment. The subtle investments she makes, the consistency, the prioritization are your signals. Respond with calm confidence, and you secure something deeper than attraction. You earn genuine regard. And genuine regard is the foundation of desire, loyalty, and emotional intimacy. It can't be forced. It can't be faked. It's earned quietly. By now, your perception should be shifting. You're starting to see what most men overlook. The men who understand women aren't the ones who try harder. They notice more. They respond better. When she does something small but consistent, they recognize it instantly. Women invest emotionally before they commit. Every subtle signal is a test of equilibrium. Most men ruse. The man who waits, observes, and matches energy already wins. She chooses him because he can hold space. When she opens emotionally, she's offering rare currency. Most men waste it, but the man who honors it without pressure passes the test. And once he does, she stops evaluating. So, pay attention. Every small gesture matters. Every moment she chooses you voluntarily is a signal. If you respond with grounded confidence, you've already won something more valuable than attraction. You've earned trust, respect, and emotional investment. Think back to the last time she did something subtle for you. Did you notice it? Did you honor it? Or did you miss it? That moment matters more than you realize.